Hello, it's me Dryzz. What's up? So I wanted to tell a joke about electricity, but I decided I shouldn't, cause it would be revolting. Anyway, today we'll talk about the Alternox. It's Dryzz's weapon, which also is a Tesla gun. Though I have to be honest, this weapon is not good. Might be even worse than the Ambassador, but it's still an enjoyable weapon. If you like buff stacking, you might wanna look into this weapon. I'm pretty positive that this weapon is meant to be played with buffs. The Alternox has innate electricity, 30% status chance, 14% crit chance, and 2.2 times crit multiplier. It's an automatic rifle with an acceptable fire rate, a high Riven dispo. Oh my god, original right? It got an alt fire, which shoots a ball of electricity, dealing elect damage in an AoE multiple times. It consumes 4 bullets per shot, and sticks to the surface while it's active. Press alt fire again to explode. While in Dryzz's hands, it gains 20% multi-shot. It doesn't have any variants, though you can expect a prime to come out when Dryzz Prime comes out. Let's check my build. First one is gonna be an elect viral crit build. You can replace the Riven with Hunter munitions or a primed Bane mod. And for those who've seen my other videos, you know I love equity builds, even if they tend to be not as good as multi-shot builds. I just love the idea of hitting bigger numbers and more colorful damage when you hit weak points. So naturally I tried an equity build. It's definitely not great, but hey, it works, kind of. Well, it works if you need to kill one me every 5 seconds. Then we have an elect crit build, which worked shockingly well. Badamts. I tried a similar build while replacing the Bane mod and hammer shot with blast, and it doesn't seem to be as good. Because of the polarity, I put terminal velocity in the Exilus, but you can run vigilante supplies, even unranked. For some of the buffs you can run, I of course thought about Volt, the Elect King. Not super original, I know, but it does so well. For the third build, I recommend Roar, since it's dot based. Otherwise you can choose between War and Nourish, but then you have to build for Koro, otherwise you lose on potential damage. Sea Snares, Petrify, things like that. Try to be original there. Just to meet the original quota even further, I'd say you can run Dagath, if you're using a crit build. Though Dagath's got a big issue, she's a bit too strong for her buffs, so usually the enemies die from your abilities before they die from your weapons. So although she got a really nice weapon buff, like the crit damage buff, it ends up being useless most of the time because like the scythe from her too will kill everything. Well, it triggers with how much damage you deal with your weapons, etc, but still. You can also run Harrow, of course, Cool Harrow can be fun with Collective Curse, plus the third build. Make sure you got something to group the enemies though. It can work without it, but it's way less efficient. Now, to go back to my silly habits. You can run Thrall Pact on Revenant and Shock or Roar, so you can run Primary Crux, since Thrall Pact will cover the base damage, you won't need Deadhead anymore. You can also run Arcane Rage and Rise if you don't wanna run Thrall Pact. It works on any frame too. These give base damage so you can switch Deadhead for anything else again. Purple Archon Shards can work too, but they are quite expensive. Thank you for watching. Now you're Nikola Tesla. Remember to have fun. Adios.